Jesus' name.
Amen. Good day, viewers. You're welcome to Moment with PJ. Here with me in the studio, I have PJ on the seat. Good day, sir.
Good to see you, Bio.
Today we'll be treating an interesting topic, and it is titled, How Do I Know I'm in Love? It's a very exciting topic, sir.
Yes.
And when it comes to love, when it comes to love, a lot of even our viewers even really want to listen to this love matter. And now I'm going to digress. I'm going to discuss vital things concerning this.
Okay.
Sir, this is not love matter.
Okay.
Now love matter, it deals with emotional feelings. I've seen a lot of people, they've confused love to infatuation. So what's the difference? What's the difference? What makes it different? Because a lot of people, they say they are in love, but it is infatuation. So I really want to know.
Okay. Like you said, it's a very important topic. All right. Love is a beautiful thing, like one Nigerian singer puts it. And love is also a personal thing.
Okay.
So when somebody tells you he or she is in love, accept that they're in love. Because people love in different ways.
Okay.
All right. So anything we're going to be saying is going to be in a general sense, but the bottom line is people have a way they respond to love.
Okay.
That is to say, what is love to you may not be love to me, and vice versa.
That's true.
But generally, there is a guiding principle, there are guiding stuff we can look at and say, yes, this is love, this is not love. All right. What is infatuation, for example? Infatuation is just being, taken off of your emotions.
Okay.
Okay. That is not really embedded. I am of the opinion and school of thoughts that you don't just come up one day and say you are in love. So the first thing people experience when they see what they define as object for love is infatuation. For example, I want a tall, dark lady. So I will look out for any tall, dark lady. Any tall, dark lady actually mark that for me. So the first reaction will be, wow, this is a spec. I'm only infatuating. That does not translate to love. Okay?
Yes.
It's just that I have built in my heart the things that can trigger my love. And one of them is a tall, dark lady.
Okay.
I get what I'm saying.
Yes, I get
so
you.
At that point, it is still infatuation. Because the more I get to know this tall, dark lady, I can now say I am in love. Many factors must be in place for you to say indeed you are in love. And so somebody give you the first check or ticks your first check, as it were, doesn't mean you are in love. I get what I'm saying.
I get you.
So those first things they see, oh, she's beautiful, she's tall, she's fair, I love her pointed nose, look at her dove eyes and all that. All of these are good for the eyes. They catch your attention, but other things must be in place to say, yes, I am now in love. So that first catch is what we call infatuation.
Okay.
Now, it becomes infatuation when I am caught by the things I have defined as my object of love, and I now remain on it.
Yes.
So if I keep infatuating about her beauty, and not considering other things that can make for healthy love, I'm infatuating.
Okay.
Because she can be that beautiful and have bad mannerism. She can be very beautiful and very saucy. She can be very beautiful and arrogant.
Okay.
And so the question is, can I be in love with an arrogant person? Over the time, as time progresses, you can now say, wow, she is tall and dark, what I want, but other things are now missing. That is why we say to love you is to know you. So the more of you I know, the more I can love you. So infatuation is somebody taking those things you itemize as objects or reason for love. It is good to start with, but don't base there. You must know other things about the person to take it to the next level.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay, I understand. Yeah, we are in this subject of love.
Yes.
I just want to paint a case scenario. A lot of people, they claim they love. When you love somebody, you give your heart. But I've seen some people that they claim they love. You understand? They love from the head, but it doesn't come from the heart.
Okay.
Like a case scenario of like a family, they adopted a child.
Yeah.
They've been looking up to God for a child. and they now adopted a child. So when the child was now staying with them, so the wife now conceived.
Yes.
Before she was showing the child love,
Yes.
which she claims in her head. So I just want you to justify. So when the child now comes, their own biological child now comes in.
There's
They now
there
neglect.
became a there was a
Yes,
transfer.
there was a transfer.
Now
So
at
what
this
is that?
at this point, Bros B, it's important we now state clearly
Okay.
that there are various kind of love.
Okay.
I was thinking for the purpose of this show is love between man and woman, but since we brought this in, it is fine. What just happened is purely a psychological stuff.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that they don't love the girl they adopted. Of course, by virtue of adoption, that adopted child becomes a filial member of the family with all the rights and privileges. Whether you show love or not, that child becomes a member by constitution and by law.
Okay.
Okay, but what happened is the moment the woman conceived by God and had her own biological child, there is this connect between the mother and child.
Okay.
Don't forget, this woman housed this child for 9 months. So birthing this child after 9 months creates an unusual bond which cannot be explained by anybody except the woman herself.
Okay.
All right. Now that does not negate the fact that the love for that girl is there, but it cannot be the same. But as time goes on, understanding and maturity we're going to come to a place where they can balance it. And that's why one of the things that must take place before an adoption is that the parents intending adopted parent will go for counseling, psychological counseling. All of these are treated during the counseling session. I'm privileged to know that.
Okay.
So you must know that, yeah, this child, you didn't birth this child, and so there may not be that blood connection.
Okay.
All right. The connection is more of the head that grows to the heart.
Yeah.
That's the truth. So there's a psychological counsel before an adoption is completed, teaching intending couple that. All right. I'm sure with time, 1, 2, 3 years, she's going to balance out because she needs that adopted child.
Okay.
In fact, we shouldn't call that child adopted child. She needs that child, the first child now, to even help raise this child. And so it is the love with which they transfer to the first child that this second is going to enjoy from.
Okay.
So it's a natural thing that happens with women. And so during their adoption classes, they must have been taught on how to manage it. Okay. It needs a few therapy and counseling. That'll be fine.
You know, earlier I said I'm going to digress. That was why
it's fine. No, it's fine. So our viewers can also learn. It happens, yes.
Because I've seen a lot of stories. That's why I had to chip that in.
It is important, please.
Okay, we know we are still talking about the context of how do I know that I'm in love? You know, one of the factors that you see is that there's a deep connection. So how can you know that you are deeply connected to the person that you claim you love?
The very first thing to check if you are in love is an unusual attraction for connection.
Okay.
I use the word an unusual, unexplained actually. There's a pull. Why? Love doesn't take place in the head. All right. Okay. It starts from the head, but resides in the heart. The moment love is domiciled in the heart, there will be an unusual pull for connection, for communication. And if you guys are 1, 2 hours, 3 hours apart, you notice there's that pull for communication. Yesterday, I was speaking with a very dear friend who lost her husband like 2 years ago, and she needed my counsel about how she's going to go for remarrying and all that. And I said, yes, you got to remarry. You're in your early 40s. Okay. And we got questioning, and she told me about the practical stuff. Now, every sample I use here, I tell my people, I'm going to use this, and they give me go ahead.
Okay.
And she's a fan of this program, so she won't be embarrassed. All right. So she told me, Pastor, someone is coming. So talk me about him. And he told me, and I said, how do you know this man is in love? She paused. See, there was no, I don't know. I'm scared. I said, tell me how you relate. And he said, and she told me that he calls me 20 times in 3 hours.
Times in 3 hours.
I said, you count out? You see, it is consistent. Over the past 3 months, 20 times in 3 hours, I must get that call. That even his call, now check how I move. Certainly, that man's heart is there. And I asked, is he jobless? Does he work? He said, yes, he works. He goes to work. And he still create time to call. An unusual pull for connection. Can you see that now?
Yes, I get
So there must be this unusual pull. It doesn't matter who you are. First of all, now why do we have that unusual pull? Is for the love to be concretized. Now hear this. And this is where ladies miss it.
Okay.
A man can do all of these callings, all of this chasing, because he needed to concretize it. The moment the man has concretized, and he's very sure that you both are on the same level, love wise, the calling may reduce. Trust now comes in. So he doesn't call you, do say calling you, not because he doesn't love you, but because he now trusts you to know that even in absence, that your love is not affected, is not dimmed by distance.
Okay.
At the start, love affects, no, distance affects love. So he calls, he does follow up. Have you eaten? Where are you now? Where are you going? He does all of that. The moment the love is concretized in his mind, he cannot call you for 2 hours. So the lady does the calling, but he still love you. At that point, in his mind, it is no longer dimmed by distance. They love the share.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I do hear this slogan, love is a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But I've seen those people that say love is a beautiful thing. They will come maybe later and years back and I say, I called the day I first set my eyes on this man. What sponsored that? What could be, you understand, what could be the major reason why they are saying that back again?
Yeah, to my viewers out there, it's important we know this. There is love and there is love actions.
Okay.
What are the love actions? He calls you very early in the morning. By 5 a.m., he wakes you up. By 7, it's called, have you taken your shower? Have you eaten? Or what are you eating this morning? Are you going to work today? He calls you at work. How is work going? While at work, he sends a parcel for you, your lunch, your breakfast. By 12:31, he sends your lunch. And by leaving after work, he drives back down and pick you. All of these are not a sign of love. They are love actions.
Okay.
Any man that does this doesn't necessarily mean he loves you. Because a man with bad intention can do this with an intention to harm you.
Okay.
And that's why people make mistake. Okay. So we should differentiate between love actions and love itself. Love does not die, but love actions do. So people mistake love actions for love. He calls me, he sends me texts, he sends me flower, he blows me kisses. All of these are love actions. Anything can cause them to die. 2 things. I can fake these things to lure you to bed.
That's true.
And I can be genuine with these things and love you rightly. But when I believe I have concretized my love with you, I may reduce them to pursue purpose because I see you and your heart as a gold or a trophy to be conquered. I will do everything to have you. The moment I have you, you're not my kitty. I still love you and I still treat you right. Man will naturally pursue what they don't have.
Definitely.
Don't forget this. Man will naturally pursue what they don't have. And so when they don't have you, they do all of the actions to have you. The moment they get you, they can love you genuinely, but they cannot pursue what they don't have. It cannot be money. It cannot be purpose. It cannot be career. It cannot be housing. They now have you as a wife. And so the attention and time they devoted to you initially has now been prorated because they're now pursuing what they don't have. Man will always pursue what they don't have. The moment they get you, they've conquered you, they've won your heart over, they are pursuing second degree, they're pursuing master's program, they're pursuing their building structure, they're pursuing what they don't have. So ladies need to understand this concept about man and what we don't have. Okay, I get what I'm saying. But now it is also dicey. What if my intentions are not right? And I displayed all of these love actions just because to break into your pride and have a pride over you. So that is why we must look beyond the love actions and consider other things. Love actions can be deceptive. A very smart guy knows what an average ladies want.
That's true.
Okay, and he can provide what an average lady wants and get the lady and find his way. And so you see such regret. So while love is a beautiful thing, cannot be contested, but there are other things we need to do to keep fanning the flame of love. We had 2 or 3 series in this session.
Yes.
How to fan the love. Okay, so love is fine. When we start it, we got to keep working on it. We fan it. But when a man stops those love actions, it doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't love us. No,
Okay.
it means he's pursuing what he doesn't have.
Hello viewers, I hope you are enjoying this wonderful section. It's still moment with PJ. The topic before us today is how do I really know if I'm in love? And please viewers, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It will be really appreciated. So if you have any questions you want to ask us, please send in your questions. I will get back to you. Thank you viewers. Concerning this, how do I really know if I'm in love? I know there are 2 things that you can give to a woman that a woman wants. They want comfort and security. I've seen some certain individuals that they claim they love this particular person. Within a period of time, they will not see the love just fade away. They will say, do I really love this person? But when they came earlier, the romance, everything, it was very, very, very hot. Even husband and wife.
Yes.
And they'll begin to say, am I the one that got married to this person?
Yeah.
What is sponsoring that?
Now, in one of our sessions, I wish viewers can take time to watch.
Okay.
I talked about appreciation.
Yes.
Okay, you might appreciate a short lady,
Yes.
and my desire, my taste could be a tall lady. We have our differences, we have our values, and all that. What makes for appreciation for you is your definition of object of love. Don't forget.
Yes.
Mine could be a dark lady, yours a fair lady. That's the start point. So when I see any fair lady, because I have built it in my mind that for me, wow, fair ladies wow me. So when I say fair lady, something is triggered. Appreciation. What happens is I lower my guard because I have seen item number 1 on my list.
Yes.
So I lower my guard, open for conversation. Now this happens between both male and female. I lower my guard and I open up. For some ladies, a tall guy, broad shoulder, six pack, and all of those stuff. So when they see a man with that physique they have as in their mind, they already opened up. So they lower their guard, thinking they have seen point 1, and that's an error, which is fine. Now they open up to this guy because he had checked the first box.
Okay.
For me, don't rush into love. When you center on that physical structure, you are only being infatuated by the things you see. Love is immaterial. You don't see love. So if the reason you love your guy are those things, you don't love him. So this is a sign. If the reason you love your guy are the physical structure, then you don't love that man. Because anything can happen to what you see. Accident can happen. He could lose his job and lack maintenance. His business might go down. So a lot can happen about his physical structure. So what will happen to you? So you don't build your love on the things you see. Rather, you appreciate that physical part, which is the first box you must check. All right. Now you now go to the next point, which is likeness. So the first one is appreciation.
Okay.
That goes to likeness. Now, the first physical structure attracts you to this man, helps you open your door for conversation, opens you up for a dialogue. All right.
Yeah.
Now, in the form of dialogue, you can now see if I can love this guy. Within this point, you start building about his purpose, about his future. Does it align with yours? His belief system, does it tally with yours? His mentality, does it tally with yours? Listen, don't throw away your value and your belief for a physical structure. That's an error. Most ladies that cry today, the man wowed them with his car, with his house, with his physical structure, and they enter. But the real beast,
Yes.
or the real thing, is inside. And you can't know that from the physical look. You must give it time. So the appreciation draws you to him. You open up your heart. You lower your guard. Every lady is difficult. They are only simple to the guy that trickled your heart, based on the definition of the man they want. So she opened up. The next thing for her is, let me get like this guy. Let us go out. Let us talk. From conversation, from talking, we get to know ourselves. If our worldview are the same, or if you are indeed worlds apart. Now, if you are worlds apart, why go in? You're not marrying physical structure, you are marrying his beliefs, his values. Because what sustains the love are his belief system and his value, not his structure.
Okay.
I get what I'm saying. So most of them enter into that stuff and find that wow, it is just external beautification. But internally is rubbish. And it's not saying, Bogbe, this guy is terrible. This guy is this. So because you rush, so appreciation must grow to likeness. Within likeness, you get to know stuff about him. Then likeness will grow to love that again you cannot control. So when you see someone, you just see somebody and love, that is love at first sight. Love at first sight. It is business. It can work if other parameters are there. But you don't build a house with that. Do you understand?
I get you.
So anybody that is lamenting, take them through these questions. What attracted you? It can't be belief. It can't be worldview. It can't be perspective. It cannot be. It's either the physical structure, financial standing, social standing, which does not sustain the heat of marriage.
Wow, I'm really enjoying this particular episode with you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And concerning how to know if truly you are in love, what are the basic essential signs? You understand? A man with the conviction a man will have that will know truly I'm truly in love, apart from deep connection, apart from sacrifice, apart from emotional feelings. What are the basic things? There must be one particular thing, you understand, that will single out that truly I'm in love with this person.
Okay.
I want you to.
Thank you. The first one I said, there is a physical part of it.
Yes.
All right. Which is the attraction point,
Yes.
the physical structure. You cannot marry or you cannot date somebody you are not attracted to. You are not God. The Bible says man look at the outward, God looks at the heart. So I don't see the heart. What attracts me is her physical structure or his physical structure.
Okay.
So the first part of attraction is the physicality of the person involved. All right.
Okay.
That is not love. That gives me the door for conversation. I'll keep saying it. Now, after that, before you love, you must know yourself.
Okay.
Because it is who you are that will tell who you can love.
That's true.
Because anybody you love will tally with who you are. How do I know I'm in love? The man, one, it clicks with my purpose. He is a support system. He brings out the best in me. He steers me to positive action. Wow. Listen, love is a choice. You don't fall in love by mistake. Anybody that tells you, I don't know, I just fell in love, is a child. You decide to fall in love.
The decision.
It's a decision. You saw step 1, 2, 3. This guy brings out the best in you. Now imagine if you're a young chap and a guy calls you, how are you? Are you at work today? Yeah, I'm off. I'm not going to work. Okay, I don't want to spend your off. What? I want to relax. So why not get a book and read? A book? Yeah. Relax with a book on prosperity, the book on success. And he's taking you out for a dinner. He's taking you for to an exhibition camp where you can learn. Any man that is committed or woman committed to your upgrade, love that person. That's why I say love is a decision. It goes beyond, I don't explain. No, that's childish. I get what I'm saying. You must be able to put your emotion on that check to look at for these things. One, the person must be a very strong support system.
Yeah.
The person must be able to add value to your life. You must come to a point that that person becomes a reference point in your life. Impact. Ask ladies and guys out there if they consider these things. Why wouldn't there be problems? Just what I'm saying.
I get you.
So this person, besides his physical structure, which I support, because I believe you must marry or date somebody, you wake up by 4 a.m., look at his face, look at her face, and say, wow, thank God I married you. That one did there. But besides that, he must be able to be a very strong support system all the way around or almost key areas of your life. It should be a strong reference point. It should be an upgrade to your life.
Mm.
He must be committed to your purpose.
That's
Ex-
the essential thing.
Yes, sir. He must be committed to your purpose. When I see ladies get married to a guy and the guy says, stop working, don't pursue career. And I wonder, how did you fall in love? To a man that doesn't want you to grow. We said on this platform and have established it that marriage does not destroy the individuality of any being. So loving is your choice. The analysis is yours to make. Make the analysis, then decide, okay, guy, I want to love you. Such type does not lead to heartbreak. The one that leads to heartbreak is one that you love blindly because he calls you from 4 a.m. to 12 noon. Oh, you say he's in love. Any criminal can do that.
That's true. And human beings are deceptive.
A deceptive man will play along with you to get you. And so you look out for his impact positively. Are you getting me? His support system in your purpose. Is it going to be a reference point in your life? Do you know what it means for a lady to make reference to a guy? My guy did this. My guy taught me this. My guy did this. Come on. Do you understand? You are dating somebody that has no impact in your life, only to take you out for dinner, you eat, you drink, you smoke, and come back and you have sex. Is that love?
I wish we could continue with this particular because it's an interesting and mind-blowing, you understand, topic. And viewers, I hope you enjoyed this wonderful episode with PJ. And perhaps you have any questions you want to ask, please send in your question. And please don't forget, you know, to subscribe to this channel. I hope you had a wonderful and a swell time with us this for this particular program. So please, thank you very much and stay tuned for the next one.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.